Now, up next, more than 60 years ago, he took the helm at Valdosta State. But those tremendous years were just the start of something great. He's 85 years young now and still a credit to the game. Without his presence, basketball just would not be the same. Here is Gary Colson. Gary Colson, ladies and gentlemen.
Willie, I know how you feel, Willie. Dad's gone. 1949, I was in this gym. I was traveling with the Dasher Bible School from Dasher, Georgia. Dasher, Georgia is really not even on the map. There's no stop signs. There's no gym. It's just a small, beautiful little school. And we won the regionals down in the South. And so we earned the right to come here in this gym. It was a pretty conservative school, so we couldn't wear shorts. We had long white pants. In our first game, I remember that when they started the game, the fans started yelling, "Take off your warm-ups, take off your warm-ups." We were up 20 at half, started the fourth quarter, and coach called my name. I was the only freshman on the team. I was scared to death. So I went in the game. There was a jump ball. The ball came to me. I drove hard to the wrong basket, laid it up, and got fouled. The referees didn't know what to do, so they started the game over. But anyway, I'm going to ask anybody that's associated with Valdosta State to please stand, because we got a great group here today. We even got the president, we got the vice president, and a bunch of rebels. Will you please stand? Thank you very much. I want to thank you, rebels. You're the reason that I'm here tonight. I'll be honest with you. There's several reasons, but you guys were really tough. I'm going to ask Bill Long, who's right on the front row. I don't know if you can see him or not, but Bill, stand. Bill's my best friend. I was coaching at Valdosta State, and Garland Penholster at Oglethorpe was kicking our butt every year. So I called Bill and I said, "Go get a scout report the best you can and get me the wheel offense." So Bill, a few days later, sent me a 8mm film of Garland's team. It took us about 5 or 6 days to find out where all the cutters were coming from. We put it in, and believe me, this wheel offense is another reason why I'm here. These guys were tough, and Hugh's not going to like this, but we took the Rebels down to Tallahassee one night, and the score was 69-68, the Seminoles. Bobby Rich, who was probably the best player in Georgia at the time, had 36 points. We took this same team to the national tournament in Kansas City. And the interesting thing, that the first game we played, we had 20 layups. And as I was walking off the arena, a guy grabbed me by the arm. He said, "Coach, that's the best offense I've ever seen." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that." And I walked on and I looked over at Coach Melvin. I said, "Who was that guy?" He said, "Red Auerbach." Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's see. The guy, another reason I'm here is Coach Glenn Wilkes. He's my guru. I mean, I've followed everything he did. He took me by the hand and led me into this game. In 1975, Glenn got together and he said, "I'm going to get Del Harris, who's here tonight also, and 10 other people, coaches, and we're going to get together in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to study basketball for 3 days." Well, we started it, and 25 years later, we were still doing it. This period with Glenn and those other coaches was just unbelievable. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I go back to the wheel. I mean, Garland invented it, but these guys out here perfected it. With us tonight, Johnny V. Williams, Wolf. Where's Johnny V? Johnny V is the reason I'm here. She worked 3 years hard to get me here. And I want to publicly thank you for doing that. At my table also is Bill Long and Betty, his wife. We also have Jim Nichols, who in 1959 was my first best player. And he was headed to be the youngest general in the United States Army, but he chose a different avenue, and he's a big businessman now. But Jim and Sonny are here tonight. Also, I don't want to forget this. Jackie Bradford, I want to thank you. You have kept tradition and culture about basketball all over the world. I get emails from you every day. I personally want to thank you, Jackie. Last two people, Wade, my son, is here, and I love him. I couldn't ask for a better son. He's just the best. The only thing that bothers me, he's kicking my butt in golf now, but anyway. I was working at Cal. I'm gonna finish on this. I was working at Cal, and I went to the coffee shop. Now, I believe in fate, okay? I went to the coffee shop across the street from Berkeley there, and this young lady walked in. And I'm being pretty aggressive about certain things, but I went up and started talking to her. Well, about 33 years later, I mean, I'm still with her, and I love her. Good night.